Part 35. It's Doomsday, there are all female zombies around. Author, Yu De Cha Xiao. Chapter 341. The meaning is obvious. If you want to get a female dealer, you don't need to spend so much money. Sorry, I'm not interested in you. Keep rolling the dice. Wang Ran said lightly. The female croupier's face twitched. Is she being self-indulgent? Could it be that this person is really a big tyrant with a lot of money and stupidity? Then you can't blame yourself. The female dealer picked up the dice cup and shook it. The beacon is here, let's bet quickly. Bright lights buy big, we continue to buy small. I buy 5G small. I buy 20 grams small. The other players next to him were all excited to contradict Wang Ran. Just now, Wang Ran has already lit the light once, and in their opinion, the light will continue to shine. The female croupier was rolling the dice there under great pressure. 400 grams, you can't lose. When the female croupier puts down the dice, the betting stops. Everyone held their breath and looked at the dice cup. In addition to Wang Ran's 400 grams, there are more than 200 grams of gold on the other side. It is rare to see such a large bet in a single game in this field. The female dealer slowly opened the dice cup. 2, 2, 3, 7 o'clock. All the people around jumped up with excitement. They won again. It's just making money. Bonnie, 2 grams for you. A player who won more threw a small lump of gold to the female croupier. The female croupier threw a wink and accepted it happily. Ha ha ha, double and double, I have been able to enjoy it for a long time. I'm really picking up money today, ha ha. Everyone else was also excited. Boss, are you on remand? Won't you just back down like that? The person next to him looked at Wang Ran and asked. With such a guiding light, it would be too boring to leave so early. Of course it continues. It's so fun, how can I go? Wang Ran smiled. Hearing what Wang Ran said, everyone breathed a sigh of relief. You can still make money. By the way, you can wait for the dice to be shaken before placing your bets, right? Wang Ran asked with a smile. Yes, but I said you can't continue betting after you stop betting. The female croupier nodded. The rules here are just that. Okay, shake it first. Wang Ran took out 4 gold bars and pinched them in his hands. The bright gold bars blinded everyone's eyes. Wang Ran's backpack has become the object of many people's coveted. Fake. The female croupier almost couldn't stand. Double every bet? She had seen this kind of play. People who do this always feel that as long as they win, they can win back the previous losers. However, the capital requirements for doing so are very large, and these people often lose their principal before winning them back. The female croupier settled down and continued to roll the dice. The other players around were also staring at Wang Ran to see what he would do. In their opinion, Wang Ran bet so much, the casino would definitely not let him win. At this time, everyone hopes that the casino can do something. Snapped. The dice cup was buckled on the table. Here's the time to place bets. Under everyone's attention, Wang Ran threw the 4 gold bars in the big position. Just now, he listened carefully based on his experience, and he should have run away. Bright lights buy big. Let's buy a small one now. The 20 grams you just won went all in. Go ahead, I bet 50 grams. The others rushed to the opposite side of Wang Ran. When the female croupier saw this scene, she breathed a sigh of relief. Others have also bet more than 300 grams in total, and even if they miss, they will not lose much. The female croupier opened the dice cup under everyone's attention. 3, 4, 5, 12 o'clock. The female croupier shouted. Fake. What's going on here? Why is it big? My money, I could have covered the top card in the red light district for a week. Don't be afraid, Don't be afraid, this is a technical adjustment. Yes, how could it be possible to let Ming Deng lose all the handles? It must be hanging him. Let's continue. I can't believe it. The people around who lost money wailed, but there were also people comforting themselves there. Wang Ran took the gold bar from the trembling hand of the female croupier. Including the previous losses, in fact, he only won 200 grams. However, the entire casino became lively because of this, and many people gathered around Wang Ran's table. Of course, there were also people with bad intentions who reached out to Wang Ran's backpack. Wang Ran calmly grabbed the two outstretched arms, like twisting a twist, forcibly tied the two arms into double knots. Ah! My hand! The sound of wailing and broken bones shocked everyone around. These two thieves are the old fritters here, third-level awakeners. In front of this scumbag, there is no way to fight back. It seems that his backpack is not so easy to steal. Continue. Wang Ran kicked the two thieves away, and knocked on the table with the 8 gold bars in his hand. 8. The female croupier couldn't control it any longer and sat down on the ground. For the one just now, if many people hadn't turned against Wang Ran, she would have been dragged to feed the zombies because of her performance loss. 8. She really can't take it? Sir, wait a minute. I'd better let our boss come and bet with you in person. After the female croupier finished speaking, she trotted away. She really couldn't hold this scene. Not long after, a beautiful woman with a baby face came slowly. Where she passed, the crowd automatically gave way, full of momentum. Black Snake Selena. I'm going, has boss Selena personally come out? This is exciting, I didn't come for nothing today. Boss Selena seems to be a 6th level awakener, I think this kid has to be shriveled. Don't talk too much, the bright light is here, we can just back the bet. When did boss Selena miss? The gamblers around were all excited. Sir, welcome to my gambling ship, the Black Snake. Are you having a good time? Selena bent down the waist of the water snake and brought her face in front of Wang Ran. Assent came. Wang Ran smiled. This Selena boss, although with a baby face, is full of femininity, which is really difficult for ordinary people to control. However, Wang Ran had been tossing around all day, and now it was sage time. For such a charming woman, Wang Ran couldn't bring up any interest. If you could stay away from me, maybe I'd be happier. Wang Ran said with a smile. Selena's pretty face twitched slightly. This man, actually doesn't mean anything to himself? You must know that in the sea area, who does not know the Black Snake Selena? It seems that this person is not easy to deal with. It's Doomsday, there are all female zombies around. Author, Yu De Cha Xiao. Chapter 342. Can we continue? Wang Ran pointed to the dice cup and asked. He came to gamble, not to chat with women. Okay. We continue. However, I'll have to change to a good guy. Selena took out a special dice cup. The inside of this dice cup is filled with soundproof cotton, just to prevent those gamblers who have practiced listening to dice. After all, there are so many awakened people now, and many people with good hearing. Wang Ran smiled and said nothing. The casino had this kind of response, which he expected. You are the boss, aren't you? Then I can bet with confidence. Wang Ran took out his backpack and poured all the dozens of gold bars inside on the table. A total of 81, can you eat it? Wang Ran asked with a smile. Let's eat. Selena frowned slightly. 81 sticks, 200 grams one. This is on top of her casino's profit for a month. However, after all the words were released, in front of so many people, it was impossible for her not to answer. There is a half chance of winning or losing. Since I can eat it, then I will bet big. Wang Ran pushed the gold bars to the left of the table. Selena was overjoyed. This guy will not play. Don't wait for the dice to be rolled before making a bet. You know, a master like Selena, even with a layer of soundproof cotton, she can still control the points. Isn't this a free gift? Selena's mood suddenly relaxed. Selena's micro-expression was noticed by some of the surrounding gamblers. It seems that this fat sheep, boss Selena has decided to eat it. Yes, 48 grams, all my belongings, all in. Me too, all in. Who lends me a little bit, and pays 10% more interest if you win? The whole hall was boiling. Most of the people were desperately trying to squeeze Wang Ran's table. For them, this money is like a waste of money. Although there was an accident in the last one, it was because the female dealer was too tender. Now that the boss of Selena is personally involved, how could he possibly lose? On the gaming table, the odds and ends of the bets piled up into a hill. At first glance, at least 4 or 5 kilograms. One side is more than 16,000 grams, and the other is 4 or 5 kilograms. Fools know which side Selena's boss will let win. Under the eyes of everyone, Selena picked up the dice cup and shook it. Controlling points is not difficult for Selena. However, today's stake is really too big, and Selena can't help but feel a little nervous. Fortunately, the shaking process did not go wrong. The moment the dice cup was buckled on the table, the corners of Selena's mouth twitched slightly. 1, 3, 3, 7 o'clock. Steady. Haha, I can pack several female zombies tonight. Don't talk about tonight, it's going to be a month. It's a pity, this kind of fat sheep is gone after slaughtering, it would be nice if there were every day. Before the dice cup was opened, the surrounding crowd had already begun to imagine a better life after winning money. Wang Ran looked at the dice cup, and he probably knew something. Because of the sound insulation cotton, Wang Ran could only determine that the 2 points were 3. The other one, Wang Ran was not sure. But, don't think about it, this point won't be huge. Even female dealers can control dice, Selena's strength can definitely do it. The relative positions of the dice add up to 7. So, I just turn the dice over. Wang Ran muttered in his heart. Just as Selena opened the dice cup, Wang Ran stretched out his finger and flicked the table lightly. A force accurately transmitted to the bottom of the dice cup. The dice cup was opened. 3, 3, 6. 12 o'clock, big. Everyone was shocked. How can it be big? This. Not only were the others shocked, even Selena herself was stunned. How is this possible? Obviously it should be 1. The whole hall was extremely quiet. Everyone didn't come back to their senses. Well, did I win? Should I be paid? Wang Ran asked with a smile. Ah, yes. Bonnie, go get the money. Selena gritted her teeth. Really lost. Counting the stragglers at the gambling table, Selena has to pay more than 10,000 grams of gold. Huge loss. Fake, I lost. This is impossible. I borrowed a loan shark to gamble. It's gone, all gone. All the gamblers around were wailing. They couldn't understand, Selena kept the big fat sheep and didn't eat them, why did they eat them? This is my money, give it back to me. A hand reached out to the small golden mountain on the table. Selena frowned, this is absolutely not allowed in the casino. SHH. A white light flashed. The hand fell to the table with a clatter. The gold on this is mine. If you don't want hands, you can try. Wang Ran wiped the dagger on the clothes of a man next to him. Fake, so much gold, fight. Many people lost their eyes and lost their minds when they saw the gold. A dozen hands reached out to the table. SHHHHH. Wang Ran was as fast as lightning, and chopped off the dozen or so hands. Those people held their broken arms one by one, sitting on the ground and wailing. The people who were watching on the sidelines gave up the idea of stealing some gold while they were in chaos. This guy is too strong. If you keep your hands, you can still rush, you don't have to go all out to get some gold. Boss, hurry up and urge your subordinates. I want to keep playing. Wang Ran wiped the blood stains on the dagger and said with a smile. What? You have to continue. Selina was shocked. It seems that this guy won't let it go until he wins all his own. Sir, there are many people in the hall here. Why don't you go to the cabin below with me? I will entertain you alone in the VIP hall. How? Selina stared straight at Wang Ran with big eyes. Can't let him win like this, his family can't bear it. Okay. Lead the way. Wang Ran took out his backpack and stuffed all the gold on the table into it. It was full. Before leaving, Wang Ran grabbed a handful of small gold nuggets and threw them back. Those gamblers who lost their red eyes immediately competed, and no one paid any more attention to Wang Ran. Wang Ran followed Selina to the lower cabin. After a while, Selina took Wang Ran into a luxurious suite. The suite was resplendent, with golden furnishings everywhere. It seems that this Selina is still a bit of a family. Sir, like the way you play just now, I can't bear it. Why don't we do it another way? Selina took off her coat, revealing a large dazzling white. Add more. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. It's Doomsday, there are all female zombies around. Author, Yu Da Cha Xiao. Chapter 343. You can't take out the money, and you want to use your body to offset it. That won't work. I'm so at a loss. Wang Ran waved his hand. You. Selina was at a loss for words. A flower in her Somalia is not as good as such a little gold. Well, you and me fight. If I win, the gold I owe you just now will be written off. Don't continue to embarrass me. If you play smaller, I still welcome you here. If you win, I and the whole gambling boat belong to you, how about it? Selina moved her hands and feet, and the little vest was about to burst. Oh? Is there such a good thing? Wang Ran smiled. Fighting determines the outcome, isn't that a free gift? This gambling ship is quite valuable just by looking at the gold decorations in the room. Don't be in vain. Okay, then do as you say. Wang Ran nodded. Selina breathed a sigh of relief and agreed. Selina is still very confident in the strength of her level 6 awakener. If the battle is won, the difficult guest can be sent away smoothly. If you lose, this guy looks quite pleasing to the eye. If he is really strong, if he wants to do something to himself, he can't stop him. Commitment to him is not unacceptable. I'm coming. Selina shouted, and a snake-shaped dagger stabbed at Wang Ran. This speed is too slow in Wang Ran's eyes. Wang Ran easily dodged the stab sideways, and at the same time took out his dagger and swiped lightly. The two shoulder straps of Selina's little vest were cut. However, Selina supported the small vest with her proud size. Selina bent over and stabbed at Wang Ran's foot. At the same time, a scorpion swung its tail and kicked Wang Ran's head with her little foot. This means of attacking at the same time from top to bottom is difficult to defend. Wang Ran reacted in an instant, and pushed forward directly, pushing Selina against the wall. Selina was forced to make a horse on the wall. In this posture, Selina's little vest couldn't hold it anymore, and the behemoth jumped out directly. So dazzling. Wang Ran couldn't help but glanced a few more times. Hateful. Selina anxiously wanted to stab Wang Ran with a dagger. Wang Ran stretched out his foot and kicked the dagger directly. The current Selina was slammed against the wall, defenseless, and didn't even have the ability to fight back. You, what's your strength? Selina asked through gritted teeth. The strength that he is proud of is like a chicken in front of Wang Ran. Me? 11th grade? 12th grade? I can't figure it out either. There is no standard to refer to. Wang Ran shrugged. 11th grade? You brag. Selina was a little unconvinced. What? Want to try? Wang Ran put down Selina's leg and stuck her whole body on it. Selina's huge airbag did not stop Wang Ran, and was crushed into two huge doughs. Selina's breathing started to get a little short. Boss, the gold is here. I don't see anything. Female dealer Bonnie blushed and immediately lowered her head. Go out and lock the door. Selina's neck turned red. It's embarrassing to be seen by his subordinates in such an embarrassed state. The female croupier quickly took it out, for fear that she would see too much. I'm willing to admit defeat, you said, everything here is mine, right? Wang Ran asked next to Selina. Selina bowed her head shyly. Wang Ran has conquered her with strength. Next, Wang Ran can do whatever he wants. That's good. Do you have a bigger bag here? I can't pack it on my back. Wang Ran released Selina and wandered around the room. You actually left me alone and loaded gold. I can't compare to this gold. Selina's airbags began to tremble. I'm sorry, I'm not interested in women who are too mature. Wang Ran shrugged. Mature woman, Lu Shiyao is enough. Too mature. You wait. Selina pulled out some makeup remover from the cabinet and began to remove her makeup. It didn't take long for those smoky makeup, heavy eyeliner, and big lipstick to be wiped off. Standing in front of Wang Ran was a baby-faced, very cute girl with big eyes. Are you still mature this time? Selina asked with akimbo, but immediately realized that her airbag was exposed, and quickly covered her chest. I'll go, are you so tender? How old are you, little sister? Wang Ran asked curiously. I'm 17. If I don't show maturity, how can I survive on this coastline? Now you've even seen me without makeup, you have to be responsible. Selina posted it in front of Wang Ran and said. Although Selina has mixed up a little bit of status here, but such a day is too tiring. She also wants to find a man to help her share. Now, the powerful and rich Wang Ran appeared, and she naturally couldn't let it go. This. Wang Ran did not expect such an appearance. He's here to gamble, but he didn't expect to be able to scoop. You are a decent person, how can you do such a thing? That's right, if you don't give money after the scoop, it's not a scoop. All right. Since this ship is mine, I have to have someone take care of it for me. Wang Ran thought for a while and decided to start. Wang Ran stepped forward and hugged Selina's water snake-like waist. Selina lifted her leg and entangled Wang Ran, LF. An hour later, Wang Ran wanted to get up, but was directly pressed down by two airbags. After another hour, Selina let Wang Ran go. I've advanced. This thing has such an effect. Selina jumped up and down on the bed happily. Wang Ran couldn't open his eyes due to the flickering white. You are so fierce, you can't tell it's the first time. Wang Ran sighed. I am a family of pirates, so I still need this combat power. Wang Ran, can you still fight? Selina asked shyly. This kind of thing that can not only improve strength, but also be happy, it is not too tiring to do it at dawn. Who do you look down on? However, there are others waiting for me to feed. Another day. Wang Ran pushed away the head that Selina wanted to lower. Then, will you come to see me tomorrow? How long are you staying here? Selina asked reluctantly. About 2 or 3 days. Don't worry, I will help you to upgrade to level 8 before I leave. Wang Ran rubbed Selina's head. Add more. It's Doomsday, there are all female zombies around. Author, Yu de cha xiao. Chapter 344. Are you going to leave in 2 or 3 days? Selina was a little sad. I just experienced this kind of happiness, do I want to separate? It's a pity that Selina wants to stay here to protect her clan, otherwise she will elope with Wang Ran. Hey, there's no way, there are more than a dozen at home waiting to be fed. Wang Ran sighed. Every time I go out, I increase the burden on myself. It's better to learn from Lin Lai, just smell the wildflowers outside, don't take them home. By the way, I still have a small valet waiting for me outside. Let's get here first today. Wang Ran put on his pants calmly like a scumbag. Then you must come early tomorrow. Just come here and find me. Selina said obediently behind Wang Ran's back. These gold. You keep it? I'll just take the ones I brought with me. Wang Ran looked at the backpack. Wang Ran originally wanted to keep some for Selina, but the nature changed. If you give money, it will become a scoop. Selina walked around Wang Ran as flexibly as a snake and kissed affectionately. Mine is yours. I will run this gambling boat for you. Selina stuck out her tongue and said while walking in Wang Ran's ear. Operating. By the way, why don't you take down the entire coastline? Isn't this more profitable? Wang Ran asked. Oops, my man, this has to be powerful too. It's hard enough for me to cover this piece. Selina pouted and said. However, now that she has become a 7th level awakener, she has indeed expanded her strength a little. Then I'll feed you a few more times tomorrow, and try to get you to level 8 quickly. In this way, when I'm not here, you can also have the strength to protect yourself. Okay, I'll go to the lobby to find my little attendant first. Wang Ran pinched Selina's body and walked out of the suite with her bag. Selina immediately ran to the bed and stuck out her tongue to lick it. There were some leftovers just now, and I was embarrassed to lick them in front of Wang Ran. I had to lick as much as I could before they did. Hey, I forgot to take the dagger. Wang Ran suddenly pushed open the door and entered. Ah, this. Seeing Selina licking the sheets on the bed with her on her back, Wang Ran couldn't hold it back in an instant. Selina blushed, it was too embarrassing. Forget it, let's do it again, let's fight quickly. Wang Ran pounced on Selina. Half an hour later, Wang Ran got up from the unconscious Selina. It seems to be too hard. After Wang Ran dressed Selina and covered the quilt, he left the room with his bag on his back with confidence. In the gambling hall, it was still lively and lively. Tang Tang lifted his sleeves and gambled vigorously. In front of her, several gold bars have been piled up. Opposite Tang Tang is a one-eyed pirate with a beer belly. Judging from his expression, he should have lost a lot. Ha! Blackjack! I won again. Tang Tang danced happily. Fake. One-eyed slapped the gaming table. He originally planned to go to the 50 grams of gold of the lady zombie, but all of them lost to Tang Tang. Give me the money, I want to go home. Staring at Tang Tang with one eye and roaring. In his opinion, Tang Tang is just a little girl, and frightening it should work. Fake yourself. Tang Tang put away the gold and sprayed One Eye. One-Eyed was instantly angry. After all, he was famous among Somali pirates, but he was scolded by a little girl. Can't stand it? Believe it or not, I'll kill you. One-Eyed took out a pistol from his waist and aimed it at Tang Tang. One-Eyed, don't mess around, this is the ship of the Black Snake Selina. Yes, Selina kills without blinking, don't mess with her. Someone beside me reminded. Humph. Then I'll give Selina a face and let go of you little girl. One-Eye found the steps, ready to put away the gun. Sorry, I didn't plan to let you go. A voice came from the side. Everyone looked back and shivered with fright. Isn't this the man who couldn't even handle Selina's boss just now? Brother, I'm just joking. Just let me go home. One-Eyed begged. He had seen Wang Ran's skills before. Tang Tang, how do you deal with it? Wang Ran ignored the one eye and looked at Tang Tang with a smile. His name is One-Eyed, isn't he? Then blind one of his eyes. Tang Tang thought about it. One eye was shocked. After all, he is an awakened person. If he is blind, he will become a crippled person. Don't mess around. This is Selena's gambling boat. She has a rule that violence can't be used casually on her ship. One eye moved Selena out in desperation. Before Wang Ran cut people off, it was because they wanted to steal Wang Ran's gold. Selena also recognized Wang Ran's behavior and did not stop it. It's different now, he just beeps a few words, he can't do it casually. I'm sorry, boss, Selena just said it. This Mr. Wang Ran is her man. This ship will belong to Mr. Wang Ran from now on. The rules here are naturally Mr. Wang Ran's final say. The female croupier, Bonnie, came out from behind and said, "Ah, this." Everyone was stunned. Has he become Selena's man? Just over 2 hours ago, he was in the cabin below with Selena. No wonder the boat rocked a bit during this time. Wang Ran picked up a gold bar and inserted it directly into the eye socket of the one-eyed. Throw him out. The gold bars are wiped clean and remember to bring them back. Wang Ran ordered. A few awakened security guards around quickly stepped forward and dragged the one-eyed screaming like a pig out. The other gamblers present all looked at Wang Ran with awe. Black Snake, Selena's man. Here's another great guy. Uncle, you can do it? In the past 2 hours just now, it turned out that I went downstairs to clear the pipeline. If you do it like this, you will win this gambling boat. It's really a stick, and gold is 10,000 taels. Tang Tang winked at the side. Others need to spend money to find a woman, but Wang Ran can still make money. Tisk tisk. Hey, what about Lin Chuang? It's almost time for us to go. Wang Ran looked around, trying to find Lin Chuang's figure. Her strength is too weak, and she has already lost several times. I have lent her 4 gold bars in total. Here she is. Tang Tang pointed in a certain direction. It's Doomsday, there are all female zombies around. Author, Yu De Cha Xiao. Chapter 345. At a roulette table, Lin Chuang was waiting for the result with anticipation. Oops. Lost again. Lin Chuang stomped his feet depressed. Including what Wang Ran and Tang Tang borrowed from her, she lost 5 gold bars. That's a lot of money. Wang Ran and Tang Tang walked to Lin Chuang's side. Losing. It's almost time to go back. Wang Ran said with a smile. Ah, sorry, I owe you 5 gold bars. I'll find a way to pay it back. Lin Chuang lowered her head and muttered. 5 gold bars, exactly 1 kilogram. It's not petty money. You also know that it only takes 2 grams to eat a good meal here, and it only takes 5 grams to find a beautiful female zombie. How do you pay your money back? Tang Tang looked at Lin Chuang with a smirk. Ah, this. I have some savings in Baidu, should I pay you back when I go back? Lin Chuang asked tentatively. That won't work. In Baidu, can gold be used so well? You can pay it back where you borrow it. Tang Tang began to flicker. Then, I'll ask my dad later. Maybe he has. Lin Chuang said weakly. Okay, if your dad doesn't make it, then you can pay for it. Tang Tang said with a smile. Ah. Meat compensation. Lin Chuang was shocked. This is too exaggerated. If you haven't even talked about love, you have to come into contact with the level of meat compensation? Look, the local female zombies and awakeners with good looks are only 5 grams per time. I'll give you 10 grams once. It'll give you a lot of face. You have to do it with your uncle 100 times before you can pay off the principal. As for the interest, I'll count you once a day. Repay the interest first, then repay the principal. If the number of times is not enough, pay attention to the profit. Tang Tang said with a smile. What? There is still interest. Lin Chuang's head was dizzy for a while. When will this be? Tang Tang looked at Lin Chuang, who was stunned by himself, with a proud face. Okay, it's getting late, go back quickly. Wang Ran was too lazy to get involved, and took the two off the boat. As soon as they landed, the awakened person at the door who collected the tickets respectfully stuffed the gold that Wang Ran had given back to Wang Ran. Boss, you will be our boss in the future, and the money must be returned to you. This awakened is very good. Take it. Do I look like someone who lacks money? Wang Ran threw the small lump of gold back. Lin Chuang looked envious. 10 grams. Pay off the debt once. I hope my father can have gold on his body, otherwise he will really have to pay for it with meat. Wang Ran walked back with the two girls. When passing a red light district, there was a quarrel in a wooden house. Not long after, a naked man covered his body and rushed out. Don't run. This guy doesn't give money to the female zombie. A naked female zombie chased out. Wang Ran wanted to see the excitement, but suddenly found out. This man is Lin Lai. Team Lin, what's your situation? Wang Ran quickly stepped forward and cared about it. Dad. Lin Chuang was also shocked. She couldn't accept this picture. Your own father, the lady zombie, doesn't give money. Crazy. Comrade Wang Ran, listen to my explanation. My main purpose is to study whether the female zombie movement can improve my strength. This is a research topic that can benefit all mankind. As for the money, I don't have a white scoop. I was tricked. I asked the price just now and she said 1 gram of gold. I thought it was 1 gram at a time, but I didn't expect her to say 1 gram. I only have 50 grams on me, it's not enough. Hey, she must see me as a foreigner and deliberately trick me. Lin Lai blushed. This time, his face was lost. Tang Tang, help take out Team Lin's clothes. Wang Ran ordered. Tang Tang nodded and walked towards the wooden house with a smile. Just as the female zombie was about to stop her, Wang Ran glared at her and her legs softened. A cheater, right? Who did you hang out with? Wang Ran asked coldly. After all, Lin Lai is the god of war in the northern capital. This matter must be given to Lin Lai. I was with Brother George. The female zombie snorted coldly. George? Never heard of it? Wang Ran stepped forward and slapped him. The head of the female zombie spun and flew far away. Since it's not Selena's subordinate, it doesn't matter. Ah! Boss, you killed Brother George's people. Sanji, who was watching the excitement on the side, trembled in fright. Brother George? What's the background? Wang Ran asked indifferently. We have 3 bosses here. Selena the black snake in charge of the casino, George the blood lion in the red light district, and Peppa who is in charge of other chores. The red light districts here are all managed by Brother George. You killed Brother George, I advise you to run away overnight. Black Sanchi persuaded. Oh, about the same strength as Selena, right? That's all right. Wang Ran smiled. Then there's nothing to worry about. If the other party came to make trouble, Lin Lai could kill them himself. Ah, boss, have you met Selena? Sanji was shocked. Black Snake Selena, most people have no chance to see it. Yeah, I saw it. That's the strength. Wang Ran nodded. Not only did he see it, but he also fought for more than 2 hours. All right. Hearing what Wang Ran said, Sanji breathed a sigh of relief. If Wang Ran's strength is not good, his wooden shed hotel will be demolished by the angry Brother George. Tang Tang walked out with Lin Lai's clothes and the 50-gram piece of gold. Lin Lai quickly put on his clothes. Fortunately, no one here knows that he is the god of war in the northern capital, otherwise the old face will be lost. After getting dressed, Lin Lai quickly followed Wang Ran back. "Dad, how much gold do you have?" Lin Chuang approached Lin Lai and asked. The embarrassing scene just now, the father and daughter tacitly did not mention it. "I only have 50 grams. I got it back for me just now." "What's the matter? You want money? Why don't you pick up the 50 grams and use them first?" Lin Lai asked. Lin Chuang didn't know how to explain it. "Did you tell your father that if you lost 1000 grams of gold in gambling, you need me to pay Wang Ran 100 times? She can't say that. Also, this 50 grams is a shit, it's only 5 times." Both father and daughter were very depressed today, moaning and sighing along the way. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. It's Doomsday, there are all female zombies around. Author, Yu De Cha Xiao. Chapter 346. Dad, actually, I understand you. You were like Karen before, and it's fine, but you don't need to, Scoop. Lin Chuang thought about it, but still felt that he had to persuade Dad. In case he's addicted, that's bad. What do you know? I was doing an important experiment. If it succeeds, it will be a great thing for the entire northern capital and China. It was your Uncle Zhang who discovered this. He said, doing that, can improve strength. I'm here to verify it myself. It's not what you think, just for the scoop. Lin Lai explained with a blushing face. Ah, that's it? Lin Chuang nodded knowingly. Can that kind of thing really improve strength? Correct. Lin Chuang remembered that she had watched Wang Ran and Tang Tang's sports all night, as well as Wang Ran and the two white-haired girls. They seem to exercise together whenever they are free, no wonder they are so strong. Even my own father said so, it seems that this method really works. Lin Chuang has a deep obsession with becoming stronger. When she was in Baidu, she was immersed in training every day. Unfortunately, training is too slow to improve strength. This time, Lin Chuang was only awakened to level 6 by fighting in the pyramid. If this thing can really improve the strength. Lin Chuang glanced at Wang Ran. 100 times, you should be able to raise yourself to level 7 awakening. If this is the case, it seems that the meat compensation is not very disadvantageous. After thinking for a while, Lin Chuang did a good job of psychological construction for himself. Now it's time to see how to take the first step. The crowd returned to the shack. Outside the house, Su Xiao and Lin Momo were bored watching their iPads. With hand-cranked portable generators, they can basically maintain uninterrupted power. Ah, Master, you are back. Is it fun outside? Lin Momo rushed up against the airbag. Well, it's quite fun, I can take you to see it tomorrow night. Wang Ran compared it, Lin Momo's airbag was still bigger than Lina's. But Selena feels a little better. Master, don't we need to keep watch at night? Lin Momo shook his head and asked. Well, let you rest at night. Wang Ran nodded. Comrade Wang Ran, let me keep a vigil at night. I'm good at this. Lin Lai took the initiative to stand up and say. He caused some trouble, and it would be best to solve it by himself. Then trouble you. Wang Ran led the girls into the house. Lin Chuang stood at the door, pacing back and forth. She never made that first step. Lin Lai looked at his daughter. As a visitor, he knew exactly what her daughter was struggling with. Lin Chuang, go in if you want. Comrade Wang Ran is a very reliable person. There is no need to question this. Sometimes, it takes a brave first step to open the door to a new world. Lin Lai patted Lin Chuang on the shoulder to encourage him. Yeah. I know, Daddy. Lin Chuang nodded, his eyes became firm. After taking a deep breath, Lin Chuang walked straight to Wang Ran's wooden house, pushed the door and walked in. Huh, I can finally have a cigarette. Lin Lai turned around and lit a cigarette. When his daughter was there, he didn't dare to smoke. Before he finished smoking a cigarette, Lin Lai saw more than 20 figures walking towards him. Don't think about it, it must be because of the scoop just now. Lin Lai took a few steps forward with a cigarette in his mouth. Brother George, it's him. It's this guy who didn't give money, and found someone to kill Xiao Li. A person who looked like a follower pointed to Lin Lai and said, "Oh, outsiders. In my territory, how dare you scoop the king chicken?" A dark-skinned middle-aged man came out. He is the manager of the red light district of this coastline, Brother George. Sorry, I'm a serious consumer. It's your people who want to trick me. 1 gram, do you really think I'm a fool? Lin Lai glared at Brother George. 1 gram. Brother George was stunned. At this price, he can't afford it? Brother George, it may be that Xiao Li sees this as a foreigner and wants to slaughter it. The attendant said softly beside him. Humph. Even if the people below me are black, they are the ones I cover. You kill her, it's not that simple. Brother George knew that he was wrong, but his momentum was already in place. At this time, there was only one way to go to the end. Murdering is indeed our fault. Well, I have 50 grams of gold here, which is regarded as compensation. What do you think? Lin Lai threw the gold bar in his hand. Brother George touched the gold bar, feeling a little confused. Well, he really didn't lose. But with so many people here, it seems a little shameless to just go back like this. At this time, Amanda came out from the cabin next door. She was here to help John Kuazu pour the urinal. Female zombie. Brother George saw Amanda at a glance. Although this female zombie is taller and taller, she can be regarded as beautiful. Well, you pay me this female zombie, and that's it? George said with a smile. Ah. What? Amanda was shocked. What's the matter? Someone is trying to steal him. Are you coveting your own beauty? That won't work. She has only John Kuazu in her heart. Pillar. Someone bullied me. Amanda called to the cabin in a coy voice. Who dares to bully my Amanda? John Kuazu was shirtless and walked out of the wooden house with a machete in hand. Lin Lai let out a smoke ring and smiled slightly. He also said that he didn't take his heart, which is a double derailment of psychology and physiology. Also, my Amanda, tut tut. It seems that you are not planning to resolve this matter peacefully. In this case, brothers, get on me. Kill them. Brother George gave an order, and the 20 younger brothers rushed up. Most of them are second and third level awakeners, and there are some silver-eyed and golden-eyed zombies. Lin Lai lit another cigarette and leaned against the car door. These guys don't need to take action on their own, let's give John Kuazu a chance to show off. John Kuazu held a machete, and quickly formed a group with these 20 people. As a level 5 awakener, John Kuazu was very easy to deal with these minions, and quickly killed half of them. Amanda looked on with all the stars in her eyes. Her brother Zhu is so handsome. Add more. It's Doomsday, there are all female zombies around. Author, Yu De Cha Xiao. Chapter 347. Brother George saw that his subordinates were seriously injured and some could not stand. As soon as he took off his jacket, he rushed directly to John Kuazu. Facing the 6th level strength of Brother George, John Kuazu's pressure increased sharply. However, in front of Amanda, John Kuazu was not willing to admit defeat so quickly. Even with the constant hanging on his body, John Kuazu gritted his teeth and stood up. Amanda burst into tears. Brother Zhu, come back if you can't do it, shouted Amanda. Retire? Zhang Qiaozu, is a Chinese soldier. I would rather die than retreat. Zhang Qiaozu shouted, and the momentum on his body broke out again, then he was kicked over by Brother George. However, Zhang Qiaozu's momentum has not exhausted, he seems to have touched the threshold of promotion. After shouting again, Zhang Qiaozu's eyes lit up. Made the cut? Now he is a 6th level awakener. Zhang Qiaozu's confidence increased greatly, and he rushed to Brother George again. However, after all, Zhang Qiaozu has just been promoted, even if his strength has improved, he is still not George's opponent. After fighting for a while, Zhang Qiaozu was at a disadvantage again. Lin Lai on the side just finished smoking the second cigarette. Seeing that Zhang Qiaozu was almost at his limit, Lin Lai flicked his cigarette and rushed towards Brother George. Brother George only felt a strong wind coming towards him, and the strong sense of crisis made him have to leave Zhang Qiaozu behind and take a few steps back. Brother George was shocked by Lin Lai's strength. Just looking at this fist style, it is estimated that it must be at least a 7th level awakener. Brother George is a little regretful. Wouldn't it be good to just take the money and leave? What kind of face do you want? It's a little out of place now. This friend. Let's just stop here. This is what we did wrong, I apologize to you. After thinking about it quickly, George decided to choose to admit counseling. Cowardly, save your life, this is very cost-effective. Humph. In business, you have to be conscientious, so that you can operate for a long time. Lin Lai stood with his hands behind his back and said coldly. Yes, this friend taught a lesson. When I go back, I will make sure to rectify it. Come, friends, come and have a cigarette. George handed Lin Lai a Marlboro. I'm not used to smoking this, smoke me. Lin Lai took out Huazi, gave one to George, and threw another one to Zhang Qiaozu. The three lit cigarettes and squatted together to breathe. My friend, you are very strong, are you here for a tour? George asked. We passed by and planned to wait for the boat to return. Lin Lai replied. Waiting for the ship? Our sea area is not peaceful. There are often pirates who come to loot. The sea route may not be a wise choice. George said. It's okay, our ship, it is said that it is still very fierce. Lin Lai remembered Wang Ran saying that their ship was a battleship. This old man, your strength is also very fierce. I'm so impressed that I can actually make the cut. I admire it. George expressed goodwill to Zhang Qiaozu again. Don't be embarrassed to say it, I am the weakest among our group. Zhang Qiaozu smiled. What? George was shocked. A person who is not far behind his own strength after being promoted, is actually the weakest in this group. What kind of perverts are these? Fortunately, I admit it in time, otherwise I don't know how to die. Several, since you are here, you are the guests. My little George has nothing else, and there are many fields under his hands. From the awakened to the female zombie, there are all kinds of strength and appearance. If you like this tone, feel free to come to me, and I promise to serve you well. George continued to show goodwill. This. It's not good. Lin Li Sei still has a trace of integrity in his heart. Team Lin, aren't you going to study that important topic? Isn't that just right? With a little more samples, we can get a more accurate grasp of the data. Zhang Qiaozu squatted aside and persuaded. It's. Lin Lai nodded. What Zhang Qiaozu said makes sense. You have already taken the first step, and there is nothing to go further. Let's go, I'll take you to my best place, one-stop bath and massage, you can stay there tonight. George was warmly invited. Then, okay. Lin Lai nodded. It's all for the people. I won't go. Amanda is here alone. I'm not worried. Zhang Qiaozu blushed. Although Amanda is not beautiful, she has a good personality. The relationship between the two seems to have broken again. Okay, then this friend, come with me. George took Lin Lai and the remaining dozen or so men towards the large bath. Zhang Qiaozu and Amanda held hands and walked back to the cabin. Zhang Qiaozu's strength has improved, and he needs to consolidate it. At this time, in another wooden house, Lin Chuang was fighting against Wang Ran and others as landlords. 4 twos. Wang fried. This multiplier is too high. Lin Chuang, you now owe us 9,000 grams of gold. Tang Tang said gloatingly. What? Is there so much? Lin Chuang's body trembled. Originally, when Tang Tang proposed to fight the landlord, Lin Chuang still had a glimmer of hope of winning the money back. Who knows that he has never won a game? The debt actually rose directly from 1,000 grams to 9,000 grams. How can this be? The interest alone is 9 times a day. Not to be human anymore. Sister Tang Tang. Look, can this debt be accommodated? Lin Chuang's eyes were red, and she looked aggrieved. Looking at you like this, it's unclear how many times you click. Then I will pity you and get you a financial plan. 900 times, 20-year mortgage, principal and interest. 3 times a day. Is it reasonable? Tang Tang asked with a smile. Reasonable and reasonable. Lin Chuang nodded quickly. This is much more reasonable than the previous usury with a daily interest rate of 1%. It only takes 20 years to pay it off. Okay. Then you can start paying off your debts today. Sister Xiao, Sister Momo, please accompany me to dinner. Sister Lin Chuang's first debt repayment, it shouldn't apply to someone else beside her. Tang Tang took the hands of Su Xiao and Lin Momo and walked out. Wang Ran didn't know whether to laugh or cry. Tang Tang's mouth is amazing. Not only is it easy to use, but it can also be fooled. Normal people can make her foolish. Lin Chuang used to be a serious and cold-faced goddess, but now she has become a migrant worker. LF it's Doomsday, there are all female zombies around. Author, Yu De Cha Xiao. Chapter 348. Early the next morning, Lin Chuang was surprised to find that he was a little short of being a level 7 awakener. This can really improve the strength. Fortunately, I didn't waste a drop last night. At this speed, it is just around the corner that his strength surpasses that of his father. Lin Chuang began to be a little dissatisfied with 3 times a day. If you want to improve your strength quickly, you have to come back several times. But Lin Chuang also knew that monks had more flesh and less flesh. Yesterday everyone let her, so she can play until dawn. When everyone is familiar with it, it is estimated that there is no way to occupy it alone for so long. Oh, it's dawn. It's time for breakfast. Wang Ran got up and got ready to get dressed. Lin Chuang gritted her teeth, and a naked twist directly wrapped around Wang Ran. Don't waste it, have a shot in the morning. An hour later, Wang Ran walked out of the room with Lin Chuang with flushed cheeks. Today's weather is good, the sea breeze is blowing, which is refreshing. Lin Lai was smoking a cigarette with a red face, and it seemed that he had a good time last night. Seeing Lin Chuang's expression when she came out, Lin Lai knew that her daughter had taken that step. He was still very pleased. If his daughter stays by Wang Ran's side in the future, he can smoke daringly. Just when Wang Ran was about to go to breakfast with everyone, a siren suddenly sounded on the island. What's the situation? Wang Ran took out the binoculars and looked into the distance. The people on the shore seemed to be in a mess, and the stalls on the beach and the pier were also evacuating quickly. On the other side, Wang Ran saw more than a dozen small boats on the sea heading towards the shore. Sanji, what's going on? Wang Ran asked the black Sanji. Boss, it's a pirate. The pirates are here. Sanji replied nervously. Pirates? Isn't your place rich in pirates? What are you afraid of? Wang Ran was a little confused. It's true that we used to be rich in pirates, but after the end of the world, not many people at sea let us rob, and we gradually formed the current model of entertainment industry. Survivors from neighboring countries often come to us to consume, and we have developed steadily in this way. But 3 weeks ago, a pirate fleet suddenly appeared, most of them were zombies, and they attacked us as soon as they came. Both sides suffered heavy losses. Finally, our 3 bosses and the pirate boss sat down for peace talks. It was agreed that they could come here to rob once a week, for an hour at a time, and whatever they could rob was theirs. But at other times they're not allowed near the area. It's obviously the day of the robbery in 2 days. Why is it earlier this time? Sanchi tucked a small packet of gold into his crotch. This is all his belongings, and it cannot be taken away. Robbery. It's lively. Come on, let's go and have a look. Wang Ran suddenly became interested. Ah! This. Just as Sanji was about to persuade him, he suddenly realized that Wang Ran and the others seemed to be terrifyingly strong, and even Brother George and the boss Selena treated them with respect. How could they be afraid of pirates? Maybe, these people can drive away all the pirates. Wang Ran left Xiao and Momo to watch the car, and then walked towards the shore carelessly with the others. Along the way, many survivors ran towards them with their belongings. They all looked panicked, obviously very surprised by this raid. Many people even wailed how they didn't spend all their money last night. Wang Ran came to the shore and happened to see Selena, who was fully armed. She and her subordinates carried long guns and short cannons and stood beside the gambling boat. There is a lot of gold on the ship, which must not be taken away by the pirates. Boss. Why are you here? The pirates are calling, you better find a place to hide. When Selena saw Wang Ran, her face turned red. She couldn't hold it last night and fainted at the peak, which made her feel a little regretful. I originally planned to find a time to continue today, but I didn't expect the pirates to come. It's okay, I'm here to see the fun. Wang Ran said with a smile. Before, he had only seen pirates in Pirates of the Caribbean, but he had never seen them in real life. Ah, yes. With your strength, boss, what are those pirates? Selena also smiled. However, these pirates are really unruly. It's clearly agreed to once a week, but today it's a surprise attack. The gold on my ship hasn't been transferred at all. If it can't be kept, it will be a huge loss. Selena exclaimed. Isn't it just some pirates? Just kill them all. Wang Ran shrugged. Those pirates are not weak. They have 3 red-eyed zombies, and we won't take much advantage of them. We also relied on the guns in our hands to barely maintain a balance with them. Selena explained. Oh, red pupil. Wang Ran smiled. Just scum. Seeing Wang Ran so calm, Selena suddenly relaxed. I really found a strong man. Very nice. Seeing Selena's smile, the younger brothers next to her were shocked. Their old Selena, nicknamed Black Snake. Killing people without blinking an eye. Now he actually sticks to a man like a bird and laughs. This man is amazing. Before long, several small boats approached the pier where the gambling boat was located. Dozens of pirates armed with swords, axes, and rifles were led ashore by a red-eyed zombie. Boss Selena. Stay safe. The red-eyed zombie walked towards Selena with a smirk. Harlan. Everyone clearly agreed before that they would only come to rob once a week. Are you trying to tear up the agreement? Selena said coldly. Oops, the appointment was once a week, yes, but... Our boss said that it is once a week, but he didn't say that every time is exactly 7 days apart. If you come every 7 days and you are prepared, what valuable things can we grab? Red-eyed zombie Harlan sneered. The last time they came, they didn't grab much, and the boss was very angry. "You do this, not afraid that we will fight with you?" Selena yelled angrily. Desperately. He. You may not know that our boss was promoted to the Corpse Emperor yesterday. Red-eyed zombie Harlan smiled proudly. What? Corpse Emperor? Selena was shocked. Of course she knew how powerful the Corpse Emperor was. Not to mention that the three giants have joined forces. Even if they add guns and guns, they may not be able to beat each other. No wonder they would be reckless to kill early. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. It's Doomsday, there are all female zombies around. Author, Yu Cha Xiao. Chapter 349. The abacus of these pirates is really good. After the boss is promoted, he will kill Selena and others directly when they are not paying attention. However, they would never have thought that Wang Ran and his party happened to come to this place. "Boss Selena, our boss said that if you agree to be his woman, he will help you kill the other two guys and let you rule this place alone. Is this condition attractive enough? Our boss is now the Corpse Emperor. You don't know how many women want to take the initiative to pounce." Red-eyed zombie Harlan said with a smile. "Haha. You tell that old bald man not to give up this idea. My Selena already has a man." Selena held out her chest and rubbed Wang Ran's body, swearing her sovereignty. "What? Just this guy?" Harlan glanced at Wang Ran with a look of disdain. Wang Ran didn't look tall or strong, and he felt like a good-looking little white face. "Uncle, he looks down on you. Do you want me to help you kill them?" Tang Tang volunteered to say. "Okay, let's go." Wang Ran waved his hand. "These guys are scum in front of Tang Tang. I'll go as well." Lin Chuang followed Tang Tang with her long legs. She felt that her strength had improved significantly and wanted to find someone to practice her hands. The two girls went straight to the pirates. These two girls look pretty good, and the boss will definitely like them when they are brought back. Go. The red-eyed zombie Harlan gave an order, and the pirates rushed towards Tang Tang and Lin Chuang. Puff, puff. The sound of broken limbs and wailing continued. In just a few minutes, these pirates were killed. Harlan looked at his body separated from top to bottom and closed his eyes unwillingly. It's too weak, it's boring. No big lizard is having fun. Tang Tang casually grabbed a corpse and wiped his hands. Selena's younger brothers were all shocked. Two girls, destroying an elite team of others. What did you eat to grow up? Selena smiled and said nothing. She knew very well why these two girls were so strong. Before Wang Ran left here, she had to seize the opportunity to eat a few more times. At this time, a group of people ran towards the side not far away. Black Snake. This time it's over. That old thing has been promoted to become the Corpse Emperor. It was the two local bigwigs George and Paige who came over. Hey, these pirates. It's all done. Both George and Paige were stunned. These pirates are very ferocious in death, and it is impossible to do without a certain strength gap. Seeing Lin lie on the side, George felt more at ease. It is estimated that this big guy shot it. However, although Lin Lai is strong, he is not necessarily an opponent of the Corpse Emperor. You two are too embarrassed. Anyway, it's a big boss, and seeing the pirates actually run away. Is there a chance? Selena reprimanded. Black Snake, are you embarrassed to talk about us? Don't think it's great to kill a red pupil, that old bald man is now a Corpse Emperor. Paige said with some dissatisfaction. What happened to the Corpse Emperor? My man can still be killed. Selena held Wang Ran in her arms, looking like a little woman. Your man? Black Snake, you actually found a man. You don't even think about me. Paige looked resentful. He had been secretly in love with Selina for a long time, but he didn't expect to let other men get it first. Go, go, how do you compare to my man? By the way, you go and find that old bald man, and I will let my man kill him. My gambling boat is still open at night. Selina said with her head resting on Wang Ran's shoulder. Are you looking for me? A deep voice came from not far away. George and the others were shocked and turned their heads. An old man with a Mediterranean hairstyle walked over with a group of human and zombie pirates. Barton, George, Paige, and the others stepped back, obviously a little afraid of the old man. Yo, all three of you are here. That's a lot easier. Bald Patton laughed. Get the three of them, and this place can be completely reduced to his territory. Suddenly, Barton's eyes turned cold. He saw dead bodies all over the place. You, actually killed my capable soldier. Who did it? Barton roared, and the ground trembled. George and Paige and the others shrank back again. They didn't want to suffer the wrath of the corpse emperor. Wang Ran walked out with a calm expression. Old bald man, hurry up and let me slap me. I haven't had breakfast yet, I'm in a hurry. Wang Ran said lightly. You dare to call our boss bald? Want to die? A red-eyed zombie charged towards Wang Ran like lightning. This is a good opportunity to perform in front of the boss. The other zombies regretted in the back, and the reaction was not fast enough, and the opportunity was snatched away. The red-eyed zombie soon came to Wang Ran, raised his hand and prepared to slap. Snapped. A crisp sound. The head of this red-eyed zombie was directly slapped by Wang Ran. The surroundings were instantly quiet a lot. You're finished. Patton pointed at Wang Ran and scolded, and then turn around and run. As a corpse emperor level powerhouse, he clearly felt the power of Wang Ran's slap just now. If it was him, the slap just now could kill him. Running is the best choice. As long as he is at sea, who can catch him? Boss. It took a while for Barton's younger brothers to react, and they fled in Barton's direction. Beside Wang Ran, Selina and the others were very popular, and they shot with a gun, leaving dozens of corpses behind. Damn, let them run away. At sea, we will have nothing to do with them. Selina stomped. The ships of these pirates were so fast that their fishing boats simply couldn't keep up. It's okay, they'll all be dead in a few days. Wang Ran looked calm. In a few days, the Missouri will arrive. Wow. If you say that, we won't have to worry about being robbed by them in the future. Selina's eyes lit up at once. Without the harassment of pirates, development here would be many times better and making money would be easier. This, big guy, can you really get rid of these pirates? George and Paige asked weakly. You guys are suspicious. Is it true what my man said? Selina glared at the two of them. George and Paige thought for a while and nodded silently. With the strength Wang Ran showed just now, even the corpse Emperor Barton was frightened and fled. This kind of strength, there is no need to brag. Add more. It's Doomsday, there are all female zombies around. Author, Yu De Cha Xiao. Chapter 350. After the pirates escaped, the residents and businesses along the coast gradually returned, and Wang Ran finally had a hot breakfast. After learning that Wang Ran was the one who drove away the pirates, hundreds of girls in the red light district took the initiative to surround Wang Ran, wanting to provide free services. You know, if you are captured by pirates, that day can only be described in one miserable word. Now Wang Ran is their hero. However, Selina quickly shocked the girls. Selina's man, no one dared to provoke. For the next 2 days, Selina and Lin Chuang basically did not let Wang Ran get out of bed. The two of them squeezed every bit of Wang Ran's spare time. Seeing her daughter's excited appearance after she came out of Wang Ran's room, Lin Lai couldn't help sighing. Team Lin, don't be disappointed. Although our effect is a little worse, we are still improving. John Kuazu comforted him by the side. That being said, but I made an estimate in the past few days. According to my current situation, if I want to advance, I have to get at least 1000 rounds with the zombies. If you can find red-eyed zombies, it will reduce the number of times by more than half. This efficiency is incomparable to my daughter. Lin Lai sighed. That's incomparable, but you don't even think about who your daughter is exercising with. Team Lin, if you can't bear it, why don't you climb onto Brother Wang Ran's bed in the middle of the night? John Kuazu smiled wickedly. Climb, you bastard! Comrade Wang Ran can shoot me to death. Lin Lai glared at John Kuazu. This is so outrageous. While this suggestion may indeed be the most effective, it may not be acceptable to both parties involved. Speaking of which, you're Amanda, what are you going to do with it? Stay here or bring it back to Baidu? Lin Lai asked. This. I also have a headache. This time, it was John Kuazu's turn to sigh. He didn't expect that his relationship with Amanda would grow by leaps and bounds these days. If you want to leave her here, you will become a scumbag. What if he took it back? He didn't know how to explain it to his family. Hey, isn't your son married yet? Would you like to bring it back in the name of introducing someone to your son? Lin Lai said with a smile. Damn. Team Lin, you are such a person. What kind of advice is that? John Kuazu wanted to cry a little. Ha, I'm joking, don't take it seriously. Otherwise, you can find a place to let her stay. Isn't N City Comrade Wang Ran's territory? You can let her stay there. You can go to find her when you go out to work in the future. Lin Lai thought about it and said it. That's a way too. It can only be the... John Kuazu sighed. He actually became the scumbag of Jinwu Zhangqiao, hey. At this time, a crisp and pleasant cry suddenly came from the direction of the sea. That voice, is it a dolphin? Lin Lai muttered. Ah! The little dolphin is here. The ship has arrived. Tang Tang rushed out of the wooden house. Wang Ran and the other girls also came out. Well, it's a little dolphin. It's almost time for us to leave. Get in the car and go to the dock. Wang Ran ordered. The group packed up and drove to the pier. The handsome figure of the Missouri appeared in the distance. It seemed that the Missouri could not get close to the pier because of the water depth. Fortunately, Wang Ran thought carefully and asked Wu Jiaxin to drive the Mi-26 and park it on the deck in advance, otherwise several cars of gold would have to be transported by boats again and again. On the dock, the big three all appeared. Selina hugged Wang Ran's arm reluctantly. Oh, I thought I could advance to the 8th level. Almost. Selina shook her plump body coquettishly. It's okay, I'll come out often in the future. Wang Ran touched Selina's head and comforted her. Big guy. Old bald Patton isn't dead yet, you're gone now. George and Paige seem to have some concerns. Don't worry, I'll kill him before I go. In the future, Selina will have the final say in everything here. Do you have an opinion? Wang Ran asked indifferently. No opinion, no opinion. Boss, you have the final say. The two quickly nodded in agreement. Selina's own strength has reached level 7, stronger than them, plus Wang Ran's backing. A fool would do it. Selina gave Wang Ran a long wet kiss, and then she let go of Wang Ran reluctantly. After loading the gold onto the Mi-26, Wang Ran and Selina waved and flew towards the Missouri. On the shore, hundreds of female zombies waved to Lin Lai in tears. They are all female zombies in the red light district who have served Lin Lai in the past few days. Everyone has already served a little emotion. On the sea, the little dolphins kept jumping out of the water to say hello, and the little sea monsters also stretched out their tentacles and waved there. They hadn't seen Wang Ran for many days, and they missed him very much. The Mi-26 landed on the deck, and Wang Ran walked to the edge of the deck immediately. I have a mission for you. Look for a pirate fleet nearby, their boss is a bald corpse emperor. Destroy them and bring me the bald head. Wang Ran lowered his head and said to the sea. The little dolphin and the little sea monster received the task and quickly dived into the sea and began to explore. In terms of finding things, the little dolphin is still very good at it. Comrade Wang Ran, with these animals, can you kill the corpse emperor? Lin Lai and Zhang Qiaozu were both shocked. They already thought it was very strange that Wang Ran could command animals. Listening to what Wang Ran said, it seems that they want them to bring back the head of the corpse emperor, which is too exaggerated. Gee, who knows what these animals have eaten? Lin Chuang muttered inadvertently beside him. Lin Lai and Zhang Qiaozu were shocked. They seemed to have thought of something. However, they are embarrassed to ask such words. Lin Chuang was also stunned. She just said it casually, thinking about it, it's really possible. Wang Ran won't go so far as to even spare animals. A few nautical miles away, Patton was assembling a fleet. A few days ago, he lost half of his manpower, and was frightened and fled. He couldn't swallow this breath. He also knew Wang Ran's strength, and he would definitely not be able to fight recklessly. However, times have changed. Now is not the time to rely only on fists and feet. Are the guns on the ship ready? Barton asked sharply. It's all ready. 15 ships, 10 guns, 50 axes, all in top condition. You can attack anytime. The subordinates answered.